This morning, a heartbroken mother may be one step closer to answers 8 years after the mysterious death of her teenage son. Overnight, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, known as SLED, confirms to NBC News Stephen Smith's death is being investigated as a homicide.
Based upon their review of the forensic evidence, that they too are convinced that this was not a hit and run, that this was something more.
According to lawyers for Smith's family, SLED has also agreed to work with them and participate in exhuming Stephen's body for a private autopsy to gather more evidence. It's all validation for Sandy Smith, who told us before the news she never believed her 19-year-old son's death was an accident.
In my heart, this was not a hit and run. I think he was murdered, and I just need the proof.
Smith's body was found lying in a rural South Carolina road back in 2015. State investigators initially ruled it a hit and run, and no one has ever been charged. In June of 2021, SLED reopened the case based on information gathered during the course of the double murder investigation of Paul and Maggie Murdaugh. The agency has not said what that information was. A Netflix documentary raised the possibility of a relationship between Smith and Buster Murdaugh.
There were so many rumors swirling around that Buster and Stephen were intimate together.
In a statement to NBC News this week, Buster Murdaugh calls the rumors baseless and denies any involvement with Stephen's death. No one in the Murdaugh family has been implicated in Smith's killing. The new development comes just weeks after Alex Murdaugh was sentenced to life in prison for killing his wife and son. Lawyers for the Smith family say they believe that frees up more police resources, and they hope will encourage more potential witnesses to come forward.
Someone's soul is burdened with this information, and whoever that person is, I'm telling you, talk to SLED, call us, put this weight down.
A hope shared by Sandy Smith, still desperately seeking the truth.
I'm a mother. I need answers.
Blayne, I mean, this is a reopened case. Do we know what facts or evidence prompted authorities to investigate this now as a homicide?
Well, Savannah, we do not. We don't know exactly what evidence authorities have, but according to lawyers for the family, they say that SLED said that their team does have enough evidence to investigate this as a homicide. Now, for Sandy Smith, the road to those answers starts with a private examination of her son's body. Now, of course, a judge does have to rule for this to take place, Savannah.
All right, Blayne Alexander, thank you very much.
A couple years ago, I interviewed Stephen Smith's mother, and I asked her, because at the time, she was convinced that her son had not died the way that authorities said. I said, well, what gives you this certainty? And she's like, mother's intuition. I just know.
Because it was initially ruled a hit and run accident?
Right,
okay.
exactly.
And she knew it wasn't an accident.
This was 2 years ago.
Wow.
So.
Okay. All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.